Welcome back to our 100% playthrough of Icarus Alien Vanguard on the PlayStation 5 Kex Doom port. In today's episode, we are tackling the second of our simulation levels, Map 9, the Moat, also known as Mount Mincer. Now, as you can see in this map, we have 76 monsters, 2 items to find, and 1 secret. And I'm telling you, these simulation maps have probably the best music I have ever heard in a Doom game. Flipsides was absolutely nutty, and this one is just as crazy I can hear. Now, one thing I am a huge fan of when it comes to simulation levels is you just have to look at them as Doom challenges. It's kind of like you go through a teleporter, you get dumped into a challenge room. It could look like anything, it could throw anything at you. It doesn't really have a rhyme or reason, it's just a challenge. And that's pretty much what these are. That's why, hands down, the simulations I'm having the most fun with. Now, this is from the map maker of the previous episode, which, if you remember, I was very harsh on. David Hill, also known as Mincer, why they call this one Mincer Mountain. Apparently, there's going to be a mountain in it somehow. Let's go ahead and set our save. All right. Now, I did have my friend Yusuf Anik take another look at last level Donnybrook just to get a fresh pair of eyes on it, and he did not struggle anywhere near as much as I did. I'm actually going to link his video run through of it. He did a blind playthrough as well. He completed it much faster than I did. He's really good at speed running, and when it comes to just tackling that map blind, he did an outstanding job. And I think I saw where my frustration came from. You'll see a difference in his playthrough. When it comes to a plasma rifle, he went straight in to the plasma rifle, where I explored the room first. So I never got to see the walls come down until about 20 minutes after I was in that room because of all the teleporting. So I got frustrated, but he kind of found it right off the bat. It was just luck of the draw there. I don't think it's as bad as I was making it out to be. I just wish there was a little bit better direction. A little bit better direction on where to go with it. Because I know the man is an absolutely legendary map maker. He's done a lot in the Doom community. So let's go ahead and see what our simulation is about today. Again, these are some of my favorite maps, hands down. I mean, just boxes of Doom challenges is absolutely amazing concept. And I can already see a mountain with barrens. So let's go ahead, hit a switch. I'm guessing that lowers the teleporter. And now we are on said mountain. So it's basically like we're playing King of the Hill. Except something teleported when I grabbed that key. Maybe something wandered onto the teleporter. Yeah, Chaingar, you got no place here. Thanks, Baron. You had my back, I'll have your back. By clearing these guys out of here. And plus, you're kind of dead meat to the Mancubus anyway, unless you teleport. Okay, where'd he go? Okay, he just teleported down there. Let's let the infighting happen. This, you can tell, was almost modeled after Blood Gulch from Halo. You know, as odd as that is, I definitely see a Blood Gulch reference. Because you got 2 bases and an area to fight for right in the middle. I mean, you could quote so many levels doing this kind of thing back in the early 2000s, late 90s. I mean, heck, Nuketown from Call of Duty. All the fighting in the middle around that bus. So we get the idea. And I'm not really sure how to get off the moat. I'm guessing you do have to use the teleporters. Nope, still in my base. However, we do have some keys now. And this switch did a platform right beside us. Okay, so both of them take you back to the central mountain. We have the yellow key, we have the blue key, we have no more hit scanners. Let me save, just because I'm not sure if this is supposed to be an exit. Okay, it takes you to the exit. Gotcha. Alright, so back to it. Baron's still just roaming around having a good old time. I'm perfectly fine with that. We do need to get to the other side. Maybe jump off of here? No. How in the world do we get to the other side? Is it locked to where we have to kill the Baron to get over there? I kind of hate to do it, because he's helping us keep enemies out of the middle, but that's okay. Sorry, buddy. You were our experiment for the day. And that seemed to do nothing. So how in the world do we get across the moat? Gotta be a teleporter we haven't hit, or something we haven't realized. Let's see. Oh. I see you out there, monster teleporter, unless you're the ending. That might be the map ending area. I don't think they were using big voodoo puzzles like that back then. They might have been. Well, guys, I would love to get over there to deck you in the schnoz, but I kind of don't know how. I guess the most we can do is just take you out from a distance. Just snipe the sharpshooters. Just remember, folks, you can always slow roll anything, just single tap it. It will always be accurate. 100% of the time. And if you want less spread from a distance, use the single barrel instead of the double barrel. Alright, so now we've cleared out basically nothing in this level. What in the world is going on here? So it looks like right from the beginning, you can see everything the level has to offer. But when you actually get down and wipe everything out, you're still 40 monsters away. So there's going to be a mosh pit in that building if we ever get in there. So now let the experimentation begin. Let's go ahead and save. I don't think you can make any kind of kooky jump to get over there. I don't think it gives you enough momentum. Maybe if you SR50. You would think there's got to be some sort of teleporter. Or some sort of way to raise a bridge somehow. Because both of these just take you back to the starting area. Is there anything unique here? Okay. Teleporter in the starting area moved us over. So, presume the shenanigans. Let's go. I mean, technically, as long as it's not set to telefrag, I can just stand here and you can't do anything. This is like the ultimate game of be careful not to step on lava that we used to play as kids. It's like if I move from this spot, everything's gonna teleport in. Well, at some point it's gotta happen. Let's go. Yes, we know your teleporter's right there. We were just standing on it. And the one behind us. And we are hearing cacodemons. We're not seeing cacodemons, so let's head on this way. We'll have to check up top here in a minute. Make sure everything's good down there. Up we go. And we get the boomstick. The real boomstick. Not the little kitty stick. Alright, so here's going to be the big centralized area. We can't see a darn thing in here. Now all of a sudden I'm being reminded of laser tag. And for some reason we got the plasma rifle. I have no idea why we got it or why we need it. Something tells me there's going to be a cyber demon or spire mastermind behind there. If they're giving us rocket launcher and plasma rifle, let's save. Let's go. What lies behind the pillar? I guess they don't want to tell us just yet. Nope, we gotta do some switch shenanigans. Imps, that seems a little bit weak there with the imps. What else lies in this gigantic, what clearly looks like an ambush room? Well, now we've made a pit for ourselves. Now we're going to open up something else. Shotgun be gone. Cacos be gone. Okay. So we have just entered the Cacodemon Thunderdome. Gotcha. There might be enough room to use the rocket launcher. It's kind of sketchy. There we go. I see the monster count. You're not fooling me. There's still quite a few more enemies to go. Now let's check our map, make sure in a area this confusing that we're not missing anything. This seems like a good place to hide a secret, considering you can't see anything you're doing in here. Now I do see there's an area yellow right here. That was just the switch. Anything else sketchy? Well, I do see a bunch of yellows over here. So let's take this lift up. I think this is the one that gave us the rocket launcher. Okay. Now it is yellow on both sides, so apparently these do open or manipulate somehow. So nothing there. Shoot it. Nope. Nothing here. Shoot it. No. So I wonder if they're on timers. Although it looks like it may open from the outside, actually. Because you do have this one to the outside wall of the building. So let's go ahead and take it down. I actually don't know how to get to the outside of this building. Wow, this is very disorienting in the dark. Love the dark light contrast. It definitely messes with your perception. Okay, I heard something open there. What the heck? What did we open when we clicked that lift? Did we open one of the doors in the airlift? No. Okay. So those haven't opened yet, but something definitely happened when we clicked this. Okay, now we're on the other side of it. There we go. We had to come at it from this side. Now we're where the Manculus were. And now we can clear out this area. You're just a tad bit too close there, buddy. Just a tad. I love the long straight hallways you can just open up with the plasma rifle on. Okay, something teleported out, but I think it was just an imp. Oh, now this... These long straight hallways also very much help the revenants. Okay, that teleports us back. You have 2 enemies left. Oh, crap. That is not one I was expecting. I don't even think I heard you. Oh, jeez. The hit scanners are back from the dead. The Revenant is here for reasons. Okay. I will go on record and say that is probably one of the trickiest late-stage Archvile placements I've seen. I have no idea where in the world it came from. I don't know if it teleported in that room that we were just in, or what happened, but that was perfectly placed Archvile. I mean, I had no idea that thing was in the map. Uh-huh. So this might have been how something happened. We know we heard something open. It probably came from this closet here, because notice it counts as a secret when you backtrack to it. And then the Archvile could have made his way over to one of the teleporters to teleport out. We end up getting a backpack with that secret. And then we head up. Now we opened all doors. And for all intents and purposes, this map is complete. And I gotta say, this is David Hill Menser that I knew from his levels growing up. Especially with the Menser series. I mean, he is an amazing designer, and he can make some pretty tricky traps. Like you saw there, that Archvile, unless I'm just wasn't paying attention to it, I don't even think I heard it once the entire level. So I didn't even know that it was in the map. Meanwhile, it was basically attempting to revive everything on the mountain, meaning you would have had chain gunners and a baron waiting for you on your return trip. Not to mention, putting the revenants in this narrow, long hallways, that's one of the best use of revenants you can have, because less chance that the revenant missile misses you, much more chance you're going to get blasted in the face. So this map, perfectly executed. I mean, like I mentioned before, these simulation maps have hands down been my favorite moments of Icarus Alien Vanguard. I am always looking forward to these when they pop up. They don't have to have rhyme or reason. Were we really on the planet where we've had the planetary levels? I have no idea. Did we just teleport there from the spaceship? I don't know. But I don't have to know. It's a simulation. And this one is an amazing one. Highly, highly recommend anyone giving this a try. My gosh. It just reminds you so much of the late 90s, early 2000s FPS games where you have 2 bases on each side. I know I mentioned Blood Gulch from Halo Combat Evolved and things like Nuketown. You basically have red side, blue side, all the fighting done in the middle. Except this is the Doom equivalent of it. And I think it works perfectly. It took a little bit to figure out how to teleport over there, but it's not anything we had to work for. The teleporter had opened, and we just didn't look around hard enough to find it. The secret was a bit tricky in this one. It's because if you didn't backtrack, if you didn't go back down to the bottom level, you wouldn't have noticed that monster closet opened, revealing the backpack. So the map basically encourages you to explore because it is simulation stage, and if you don't explore, you're not to get 100% items, you're not to get 100% secrets. So I think that is well executed, uh, Absolutely amazing map from David Hill Menser. Again, if you've not tried out Icarus Alien Vanguard, absolutely give it a try. It was made the same time that TNT Evolution came out. I'm convinced they were most likely working on these two games at the same time. I mean, they both came out in 96 by the same people. So, if anything, this is almost like DLC for TNT Evolution. Since it's the same people that made those levels, it's just more of it. And you either get simulation levels like this, where it's just some sort of challenge for Doom, you get a spaceship level, or you get a level on the surface of a planet somewhere, which just leads to so many different varieties of settings you can be in. It has been my second favorite series that we've covered. Now, obviously, Scythe 2 has quickly jumped into the top spot. The intense combat, it get improving every single level. Still to this day, it's never had a bad map. The only complaint I've ever had with anything on Scythe 2 is just some of the levels were too short, but that just means you like it. So this is definitely my second in line. I mean, I love TNT Evolution. These are the same exact people, just doing more of what they do best. So again, thank you for joining us, everyone, and we'll meet you back next time with Map 10. Thank you for joining, and take care.